So itong mga pagtulong mo, syempre iniisip ng iba na ikaw ay tatakbo, lalo na at ang focus mo sa Manila. So si Sam Versosa ba ay tatakbong mayor ng Manila?
Opo, Nay.
What's up at welcome sa Pochoklak. Sa channel nito may kong sumuri ng mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad at magbigay sa inyo ng mas abot kayang alternatibo. Dahil ako ay nabilib sa pagkamatay at muling pagkabuhay ng produktong Lux White ng Front Row, minabuti ko na sumuri ng 5 sa mga relo na isinusuot ni Pyramid Boy Sam Versosa. Bago po tayo magsimula, napansin ko 74% ng mga nanonood ng mga videos ko ay hindi pa subscribe sa channel na ito. Kaya please subscribe to the channel. Hindi na ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. Tara na! So sa litratong ito, mapapansin nyo bagay na bagay si Rian Ramos pati si Sam Versosa. Pero pansinin natin yung relo. So sa relo na ito, ang tingnan natin yung case shape niya, tas yung bezel niya na parang kulay itim siya. It has a white dial, tas may sub-dials siya na merong black outlines. And let's also look at the style of the bracelet. At dahil sa mga katangian yan, tingko this is a Rolex Daytona reference 126500LN nicknamed the Panda. So the Daytona, specifically the Panda Daytona, really needs no introduction. I think kung madalas kayong nanonood sa channel nito, by this point, you will realize that most celebrities, most politicians, they have at least a Rolex in their collection and they would have a Daytona. So ang Daytona is a really overpriced watch. It retails for 914,500 pesos, but I see it sell on the secondary market for up to 1.9 million pesos. So when it comes to the alternative, just for this video, I'm recommending the Seiko Speed Timer SSC 813 P1 again. So this watch, I keep coming back to it, and visually you can see probably on screen how similar they look. Visually, the key difference would really lie dun sa subdials niya, where the Daytona has the white subdials with black outlines. Dito makikita nyo na solid yung color ng subdials, and that's a really, really dark sort of see-through purple, seeing it in person. In terms of the concessions, finishing would be the very first thing that you notice, the finishing and the comfort. Tas syempre mahalaga din dyan yung movement. The Seiko Speed Timer in this case uses a solar movement, where the Daytona has that is an in-house movement that is an automatic mechanical movement at that. So this watch, the Seiko, I see it retail for 36,200 pesos, but it's frequently on sale sa mga Seiko boutiques. Sa at Tokyo, online you can find this watch for less than that. So I'm a huge fan of the Seiko Speed Timer, having owned one at some point in my watch collecting journey, and I think it's a good watch that it's difficult to ignore, especially at this price point.
Tulong ko ngayon ng mga SB Mobile Clinic, yung mga masasarap na ayuda, yung mga kabuhayan packages na binibigay natin sa mga kababayan natin, lahat yan galing sa sariling bulsa. Sabi ko nga, Nay, kung kaya.
Okay, so two main things pag tinignan natin tong relo na suot ni Sam dito. Una, all white yan, at pangalawa, medyo unique yung shape niya. Yung shape na yan, mapapansin nyo kasi typically sa mga relo, either pabilog or medyo rectangular yung hugis niya. But in this case, this is what they call tonneau shape. Medyo mahirap yung spelling yan, kaya ilalagay ko na lang dito sa screen. All the same though, itong relo na to, gawa ng tatak na Richard Mille. Specifically, ito ang RM055 Bubba Watson version. So Richard Mille himself established the brand in 2001. Tapos immediately, pinasok niya sa ultra high-end luxury itong mga relo na to, at kilala ito sa pagkakaroon ng mga unique na material. So iba-ibang klase ng materials yung ginagamit niya dyan kaysa sa typical na stainless steel. At mapapansin nyo, kitang-kita ang movement ng relo or yung kalamnan ng relo, makikita nyo sa face nito. At itong si Bubba Watson naman is a professional golf player, at kilala siya na sinusuot tong mga relo na to habang naglalaro. At as you can imagine, these watches are built to withstand a lot of pressure, a lot of different environments, a lot of different situations. And dahil yun sa mga unique na materials na ginagamit sa relo na to. At itong relo na to, yung halaga nito, mataas na mataas. Isa itong tumataginting na halos 24 million pesos plus taxes and duties, kasi wala kayong makikita masyado nitong relo na to dito sa Pilipinas. Pero yung alternative naman na naisip ko, siguro masasabi natin na mura na version ng mga relo, hindi lang relo ni Sam, but also in general, mura na version ng mga Richard Mille na watches. Itong brand nito ay isang brand na Chinese na tinatawag na Siga Design. Pinili ko tong relong Edge mula sa Siga Design dahil una, tonneau-shaped siya, katulad ng or kahugis ng relo ni Sam. At pangalawa, makikita nyo din yung kalamnan ng relo. Ito ang tinatawag na skeletonized movement. At make no mistake, this is not just a cheap copy kahit Chinese pa yung brand. Itong brand na to, no, nanalo na to ng mga awards mula sa Switzerland at sa Germany, specifically para sa design ng mga relo nila. At on the official website, the Edge sells for $279. Pagka kinonvert nyo yan sa pesos, nasa 16,000 pesos yan plus taxes and duties kasi kailangan nyo import yan. Pero may nakikita akong mga ganitong relo sa secondary market sa Philippines, no, na naglalaro lang ng mga 10,000. Kaya naman, kahit medyo may kamahalan talaga yung Siga Design, malayo naman yan sa presyo ng suot na relo ni Sam dito na nasa halos 24 million pesos nga. Pero in terms of the look, in terms of the shape, medyo hawig naman. Kaya I think this is a good alternative for you guys. So dito sa relo na ito, ang kailangan nating tingnan, una, yung case shape niya, na barrel-shaped or tonneau-shaped. Tapos tingnan din natin yung case nito na kulay gray. It does look to have a matte finish. And then let's look at the strap of this watch as well, which looks to be using rubber for its material. And it's also color gray. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingko this is our Richard Mille RM055 Baba Watson, all gray. And this watch is practically a variant of the watch we saw earlier, the RM055. But that one came with a white case, a white strap. And this watch, I think I'm not going to say much about it, having just discussed it earlier. But this watch, I see it sell on the secondary market for up to 385,000 euros. Sa Philippine peso terms, yan ay nasa mga 27.2 million pesos. Ngayon, when it comes to the alternative, I'm recommending the SAR Bomba Atomic Full Ceramic Edition. And I think visually here, you can see why I'm recommending this watch. I frequently recommend SAR Bomba as an alternative for Richard Mille watches, and for the next watch as well, I'm going to use this brand as an alternative. But you look at these watches side by side, and I think it quickly becomes apparent why I selected it. In terms of the concession, personally, I find it difficult to sort of look for a concession, especially visually. I think the SAR Bomba really hits the right notes design-wise. And for a design like this that is quite divisive, I think, spending a lot less would be a good route to think about or consider bago kayo mag-invest sa isang relo katulad ng Richard Mille. But this one is pricier than the typical SAR Bombas that I feature on this channel. It retails for 119,700 pesos sa website ng SAR Bomba. So please use the affiliate link in the description kung interested kayo sa relo na ito. I think this is a good looking watch. It's watch that, while still pricey, it's very pricey at almost 120,000 pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. It's still a lot less than the 27 million pesos na tingin ko halaga ng relo na suot ni Sam Versosa sa instance na ito. So I think, SAR Bomba is always a good watch to consider when you just want to get into this kind of design. Sa relo naman na ito, again, the case shape. Let's look at that case shape, and it looks to be the tonneau shape or the barrel shape. Tapos tingnan natin yung crown ng relo na ito. There seem to be yellow accents there. And let's look at the strap. That looks to be a white rubber strap. At dahil sa mga katangian yan, tingko this is one of the variants of the Richard Mille RM11-03. So ang relo na ito is quite sizable, as is typical with Richard Mille watches. I see it sell on the secondary market for up to $280,000. Yan ay nasa mga 16.4 million pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. Because this specific variant, I don't see it sell at the moment. or there's no active listing for it in the Philippine secondary market. So when it comes to the alternative, I'm just going with the Sarbomba Elemental Ceramic Date. Again, I'll show the watch here and visually it's going to become apparent. But this one, concession-wise, it's a bit easy to think about concessions. Number one would be the finishing on this watch, and the second one would be the movement, where I think this watch uses a quartz movement as compared with the automatic mechanical movement on the RM11-03. But price-wise, this one sells on Sarbomba's website for 13,200 pesos. Again, link in the description. There's an affiliate link there which you can use if you want to support this channel and if you're interested in this watch. And I think looks-wise, you can see why I'm recommending this watch, and I think that's been the theme for Richard Mille. I frequently recommend brands like Sika Design and Sarbomba, and I think these are just good ways to go into this kind of design, try it out first, and give it a shot. Because while I'm not a fan of these watches, I think there are a lot of people who are fans of this kind of design language, and I surmise there are not a lot of us who can afford Richard Milles, even in our lifetime. So if you just want to try it out, Sarbomba and Sika Design are good ways to go. So, dito sa relo ni Sam Versosa, ang kailangan nating tingnan, the case shape na should be quite familiar at this stage. But you look at this watch, it's laden with gems, probably laden with diamonds. Let's also look at that integrated bracelet style. Again, this already quite familiar. The silhouette is quite familiar. Let's then look at the dial display na parang kulay itim siya. And then let's look at the 12 o'clock position and the 6 o'clock position. There appear to be sub-dials. At dahil sa mga katangian yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5990-1400G. So, we're quite used to the Patek Philippe Nautilus at this point. But this one is just taking it to the next level. If ever there's a watch that has gone too far, I think this is that watch. And so I know si Sam Versosa naman is it's sort of the poster child for luxury at this point. But this is just, I think this is too much. I really respect Patek Philippe and the Nautilus, pero itong styling ng ganitong klaseng relo, it's just, it screams, mayaman ako. And of course, that's probably the messaging, the branding of Sam Versosa at this point. But ako lang personally, as a watch enthusiast, I cannot stomach this kind of style, this kind of design from watches. Even if I appreciate the legacy of the Nautilus, what it's done for this industry, it's too much for me. So ang relo na ito on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to $1.378 million. Pag kinonvert nyo sa pesos, yan ay halos 83 million pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. And that's too much for this watch, and that's too much for any product, I surmise. And so when it came to the alternative, I went for something that's a bit more off the radar, a bit more simple, with the Straum Jan Mayen. So, ang relo na ito, visually, I'm showing it now on your screen, and you can see why I'm recommending it as an alternative. The case shape is similar, integrated bracelet style. The dial, which is dark, so I went with black this time. But I think visually this watch just looks really good, and it's quite expensive at $1,700. Yan ay 100,000 pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. But you look at what this watch has to offer, it's just a good looking watch, and that dial, I think, it cannot be beaten even with the diamonds that the Nautilus has on its dial. I'd prefer this style of dial any day of the week. And this watch, comparing it to the Nautilus na tingin ko suot ni Sam Versosa, it's just simple. So wala na yung mga diamonds, the complications aren't even there. This is a time-only display, and I'm such a fan of this watch. That's why I frequently recommend it as an alternative. But kung kino-consider nyo seriously ang Patek Philippe Nautilus na suot ni Sam Versosa, I just recommending for going the simpler route, the Nautilus without the diamonds. That's quite classy. But if you're a fan of this design, but you're sick of the typical watches that we see, like the Nautilus, I think the Straum Jan Mayen is a great choice for you. Ayun! Nakita na tayo ng 5 sample ng mga relo ni Pyramid Boy Sam Versosa. At yung mga relo na yan, kung tama ang aking guess kung ano sila, base sa kanilang mga katangian, kapag binili nyo yan today, maaari kayong abutin ng humigit kumulang 153 million pesos. At napakalaking halaga po yan. At when you think about it, malamang isipin nyo, baka gustong-gusto ko yung collection na ito. But the truth is, I'm not a fan of this collection. I think this is a selection of 5 pieces from Sam Versosa's watch collection that just scream na mayaman ako, and I'm not really a fan. I'm not a fan of the designs. I think Richard Milles are over-designed. I think the Patek Philippe here is such... it's a piece that is laden with diamonds, where I think Patek Philippe, when it's simple and clean, it just works much better. Nevertheless, pag pinapili nyo ako kung anong favorite ko na relo sa mga relo na yan, pinakagusto ko dyan yung Rolex Daytona. And pagdating naman dun sa alternatives, my pick would be the Straum Jan Mayen. Pero opinion ko lang po yan. Kung iba pong inyong opinion, kung tingin nyo meron pang ibang relo na masangkop bilang alternative, let me know in the comment section down below. Kung nagustuhan nyo ang video nito, please hit the like button, at kung trip nyo yung ganitong klaseng content, watch reviews, pagsuri sa mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat sa oras ng panonood. Laters, yo!